I'm Christy Macy Cabacaba, and I will be your teacher this morning. So let us pray first. Angel of God, my guardian dear, commits me here ever this day, be at my side to light and guard, rule and guide. Amen. Video is for Mathematics 7, Quarter 1, Module 3. So today we are going to learn fundamental operations of integers, addition of integers. My objective is to perform operations on integers, specifically in additions of integers, and add integers using different approach. So before we go further with our lesson, let us answer this activity. Find the value of the following. Number 1, absolute of negative 5. So we have 5, 2, absolute of 9 is 9, absolute of negative 12 is 12, and absolute of 6 is 6, and absolute of negative 3 is 3. So we notice that all value is positive because in finding the value of absolute number, it could never be a negative because we are just only finding the distance of a number from 0. So, absolute number, it could never be negative but always positive. Move on. So, integers. What is integers? Integers is a set of numbers consist of 0, positive number, and negative number. So, decimals and fraction, is it integers? No, they are not integers. So, fractions and decimals are not integers. So we have, so let's identify whether the number is positive or negative. So using 0 from the origin 0 going to the right, it is called a positive number. And from 0 to the left, it is called negative number. So let's proceed on addition of integers. So there are three ways in adding integers. First, number line. So let's add an integers using number line. So 0 as our reference point. So we have add 1 plus 3. So 0 as our reference point. So we have to start from the origin. So 0, then move to the left or right. Right, because 1 is positive. So we have to move 1 plus another 3 units of positive number is so going to the right again. 1, 2, 3. So at what point on the number line does it stop? So it stops on point 4. So that is 4. Another example. So we have 2 plus negative 8. So we have from the origin 0, we move to the right or left. So to the right because 2 is positive. So we have to 1, then add negative 8. So since negative 8 is negative, so we have to move to the left. So we have to move how many units? 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So at what point on the number line does it stop? So it stops on point negative 6. So the answer is negative 6. So another way in solving or adding integers is using signed tiles. So take note that blue positive tile represent 1 positive 1 and negative red tile represent negative 1. So the pair of positive and negative tile is equal to 0. So when we combine positive and negative, automatic 0 pairs. Okay, let's have an example. So using sign tile, add negative 5 plus 6. So we have how many tiles? Negative 5. How many negative tiles? We have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many positive tiles? So we have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we combine or pair the positive and negative to find the answer. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 5. 5 pair of positive and negative. So how many tiles are left? So we have 1 positive tile. So when we combine positive and negative, so equal to 0 pair, then the remaining tile will be our answer. So uh, we cancelled pairs of positive and negative tiles. So the answer is positive. So another example. So negative 3 plus negative 2. So we have 3 negative tiles plus 2 negative tiles. So since they are both positive negative tiles, so as we discussed a while ago, that negative red tile represent negative, so we have to add them all. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the answer is negative 5. So another example, negative 9 plus 6 equals, so we have 9 negative tile plus 6 a positive tile. So we have to combine the positive and negative tile to find the sum of the two integers. So we have how many how many tile left? So we have 3 tiles left. So is it positive or negative? So negative tile. So our answer is negative 3. So another example using positive tile. So 2 plus 3. So we have 2 positive tile plus 3 positive tile. So it should be 5 positive tile. Okay. So another way in solving or adding integers is using rules. So when the integers have like sign, add the number and copy the common sign. So let's have an example. Number 1, 9 plus 3. So we have to add, so they are both positive, so they have like sign. So we just simply add 9 and 3, and then our answer is 12. So copy the sign of, or copy the common sign, which is positive. So 12 or positive 12. Another example is negative 10 plus negative 7. So they have a common sign. So what is the sign of two integers? So we have negative and two negative numbers. So they are like signs. So let's add. So add 10 and 7. So it should be 17. And then copy the common sign, which is negative. So the answer is negative 17. The second rule is when the integers have unlike sign, subtract the numbers and use uh, the sign of the number with the greater absolute value. So meaning, if we are adding two integers having unlike signs, so we automatic subtract the number, and then copy the sign of the number that has a greater absolute value. So, negative 2 plus 5 is 3. So, positive, negative. Positive because the sign of the number that has a greater value is positive, which is 5. So, number 2 is 9 plus negative 15. So, we have negative 6. So, we just simply subtract the two numbers. Then, 15 minus 9 is 6. Then, copy the sign of the number that has a greater absolute value. So, 15 is the number that has a greater absolute value. So, okay, add the following integers. Okay, 18 plus negative 17 is 7. So, number 2, negative 9 plus negative 6 is negative 15. So, number 3, negative 4 plus 25 is 19. Positive, negative. So, positive because the sign of 25 is positive. Another, negative 8 plus 2 is equal to 6. So, find the difference of two numbers. Then, the answer is 6. So, our answer is positive or negative. It should be negative because the number that has a greater absolute value is negative, which is 8. So, 5 plus negative 3 plus 8 is equal to 10. So, positive, negative, positive because 5 plus 8 is 13. Then, plus negative 3. So, we have 10. So, that's all for today. I hope you learned something. So, thank you and good day. God bless us all.